Hello and welcome back to the Premier Destiny Q&A. Paul and Joan here from Premier Destiny. We are glad to be back. All right. And today we have a question, someone reaching out for help. And as usual, there's always so much information, but we try to pack or condense it for the time that we have today. Again, glad to see you all joining us for the Premier Destiny Q&A. We usually have this on Tuesdays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And questions can be sent to us via email. That is at support at premierdestiny.com, or when we have one of our master classes, or right now when we're having our Q&As. Okay, feel free to send in any questions that you may have, and your turn may come up soon. Anyway, let's get on to today's business, today's question. And it is from a lady. She preferred to remain anonymous. um she attended our last master class, which was amazing. If you were not part of it, we strongly suggest you check us out on our social media platforms or send us an email, and we can help you get some snippets or excerpts of the master class. All right. So the question is from a lady, like I said, and she needs help. She says, I want to change careers, but I doubt if I'm good enough. How can you help me? This question is from a lady who is currently employed as a software engineer, okay? But she's looking to become a quantitative researcher or a quantitative analyst. I guess they are almost the same. And she doesn't feel, you know, good about herself being successful at it, or she feels like, the people who are in that career know much more than she does. She doesn't feel good. She doesn't feel confident. She doesn't feel good enough, and she's looking for our help. So, for some of you may not be aware, quantitative research and quantitative analysis are not your day-to-day kind of jobs that you see on Indeed. So, what we did was we kind of went to ZipRecruiter to get a definition of what they do. Okay, what the job is like, right? So I'm going to read it for you guys right from ZipRecruiter. It says, a quantitative researcher analyzes business data for an organization. Their job is to examine this data to develop improved business models and aid in financial decision making. Typical job duties involve using market research and data collection to study trends or problems. There you go. But what we're going to share with you here today is not just for someone who is looking to switch into this specific career of being a quantitative researcher or analyst. It applies to anyone looking to switch careers, looking to switch jobs. Okay. So don't feel like we're going to go into specifics about this position. Not really. All right. So now let's see. One of the other things we want to share with you about this career is that it involves three main domains, technology, a lot of programming, mathematics, and finance. But again, like I said, don't let that throw you off. If you're thinking of changing your career, stay tuned, okay? Just listen as we go through helping this lady with her question. First of all, we would like to say that it's very natural to feel, a little intimidated or a little bit scared or a little bit afraid or anxious when considering a career switch. Okay. After all, it can be a big leap. And it happens to many people. Okay, so it's a common thing. Whenever there's a change, there's that tendency for one to feel a little antsy, uncertainty and all of that. But it really doesn't have to be an intimidating process. We've heard stories of people who have made successful career switches and they are enjoying life. So there is hope. Okay, we all have to start from somewhere, right? So don't be afraid to get your feet wet, even if it's in an area that you're not so familiar with, but it's something that tickles your fancy. You want to, see what's out there. Don't be afraid to make a change. Once you take the first step, you'll be amazed at how quickly you can pick up, learn, and grow in that new career. It may feel like others are better than you, but don't let that stop you, okay, from switching your career. if that's what you want to do. Okay. Everyone has the ability to succeed, and even if there's fear or there's lack of confidence holding them back, they can still take the courage to move forward. And we're going to share with you some tips, some suggestions today to help you go forward with that career switch that you have in mind. So at this time, I would like to, I've been talking too much. Let me pass over to Paul to start off here to give our viewers and listeners today some tips or strategies, to help anyone who is looking to make a career switch. So take over, Paul.
Thank you, Joan. Thank you, Joan. And good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you find happen to where you happen to be listening to us, whatever time period you happen to be listening to us. We're so delighted that you're able to join us here today. Thank you. As Joan said, we want to share some ideas here regarding this lady's question that may help you. We're all in the business of expanding our mind, right? How to do
Mhm.
better, right? How to achieve more, right? How to better ourselves. That's what this is all about. So, and that's the way I look at it. In fact, this lady's question is about change, isn't it? Folks, change is the one constant. We can't do anything about it, right? I mean, change is going to happen. That's one thing we're certain about. That they said death and taxes, I think change too is a part of that, right? I mean, change has got to happen. However we look at it, it's going to happen. Um, as John said, it's natural to feel fear, intimidation, trepidation when you're getting something new, especially something you're unfamiliar with. It's just natural, but you can overcome it. Okay, and we're gonna share some ideas with you that with you and our viewers here that's gonna have you think about it differently. Remember the acronym for fear. It's false evidence appearing real,
Mm.
right? So it may not be real. No, we just think it is real. We imagine it, right? So false evidence appearing real. That's it's kind of key. And an important thing also to remember, folks, is that how do you cure fear? You cure fear by knowledge and
Mm.
clarity, right? I mean, because usually stuff you don't know you're scared of. But once you find out more about it, once you peel back the layers, you say, "Oh, okay, now I see I can go about it." Right? So that's what this is all about. With more knowledge, fear dissipates; it goes away.
Mhm.
Okay. Here are some tips that for you to consider implementing from today that can help you remove the fear and doubt as you go through to experience the things that this new job has to offer. What I'd suggest for the young lady is that she write down 3 or 4 reasons why she wants to make this career change.
Mm.
This is going to involve some soul searching. It's going to take some time, but it will help you. Because once you know the reasons why you want to make the change, then it gives you something to hang on to,
Mhm.
right? You have when the urge to walk away or to not follow through comes up, then you have something that's going to anchor you, something that's going to know I'm doing it for this reason, and I would say look at the good things about it. What good experiences are you going to get out of this? Okay, what's in it for you? I mean, is this something you're passionate about? Is this something you would really want to do? Are you genuinely interested in making this change? Sell yourself on why you want to do this.
Mhm.
Because once you sell yourself and believe in yourself, it's going to happen we all know. They say to thy own self be true, right?
Yeah.
So once you're true to yourself, you can go forward, right? I would also encourage this young lady to take some time to evaluate yourself. What are your skill sets? What are you good at? What have your experiences been like? What have you done in the past? Obviously, you've achieved a lot in the past because you're a software engineer now,
Mhm.
right? So you've been able to go through school, get your degrees, go through the process, and you're working. So you've been able to get a job. Those are all good things, attributes. Those are assets, right? So I will count your blessings. All right, you've achieved a lot. You've achieved some amazing results in the past, and you can also do that in the future. Okay, so once you consider those things, let them build you up. Let them give you the confidence, to know that you can make it happen. You've achieved in the past, you achieved in the past, consider to do so in the future. I would also encourage you to take some time to research on your new career path. Okay, do research on it. Go online, look at books on that, learn more about it, get more interested about it, so because the more you know, again, it takes away that element of fear,
Mm.
right? And that's what you're looking to do. You want to get away, you want to get your power back, if you will, right? And how do you get your power back? By getting more knowledge on your side. All right. Once you do some research on that, on this career path that you're looking to do, then start imagining how you would be fit in. Okay, what would it be like to be this quantitative researcher? Okay, what does it look like? How would you feel? Okay, think about the friends you're going to make, the new learning you're going to have. Okay, of course, more money, hopefully, but
Excuse
look
me.
at it, do some research so you can better equip yourself, as you go into this new career path. Okay, those are some things I'll talk about. The other thing also is that remember that usually when you get into a new job, a new position, there's usually a period where you're mentored, right? There's a mentorship involved, right, where someone will hold your hands, kind of show you what's involved and all of that. So you're gonna get trained on the job, and of course get paid for it too, which is really nice,
Yeah.
right? So I mean, because of that, I would again that should bring level of fear down, because you're not gonna just be thrown out there to go for it. Okay, someone's gonna mentor you, so that also is something that would help. Um, I would also say that after you've done your self evaluation, determine your shortcomings. Okay. How do you match up with this new position you're trying to go for? Right? Are there some things that you need to, you need to learn more about?
Mm.
Right? Do you need to take do you need to take some courses in certain disciplines about this career that you want to get into? Again, you can do it. You've done it so far, right? You've been able to have your degree, your software engineer, you've done some things. So you can do it. You can make it happen. So I would learn more about this new career and then build up my knowledge base. Okay, because once you build your knowledge base in this new career, it's a good cure for your self-doubt and fear.
Mm.
Remember that whatever you don't know, whatever you don't know, you can learn it if you want it badly enough, right?
That's right.
Okay, if you want it bad enough, you can make it happen. You can learn it, right? And also, I would encourage you to look at the this something called the 6 P's in business. Okay, it says proper prior planning prevents poor performance. I'll say it one more time. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. With some proper planning and hard work, you can achieve any goal that you set your mind to. You can do it. You've done it before,
Mm-hmm.
right? So those are some thoughts that I hope they help this person that has this question, and then go ahead and make it happen in their life, the new career. Hopefully, all the best. Over to you, John.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much, Paul. That was a lot. And I have some more tips and strategies too. Okay. So hang in there, hang in there. Now, listen, like Paul said, this person is already a career professional as a systems engineer. So they've already, software engineer. So they've already met some goals, accomplished something in their lives, right? But what we're seeing here is like self-doubt, okay? So if self-doubt is holding you or anyone watching us today, holding you back, let's try to tackle this head on, okay? Let's try to tackle this head on so that we can get into this new career that we will love, hopefully, and make it happen. So I'm going to continue with the tips that Paul has been sharing, to give you some tips and strategies that you can start implementing today, all right, to help you, okay? And I would start off by saying, take a deep breath and trust in your skills and experience, okay? Whatever you're doing now, if you're successful at it, you're doing something right. So you have some skills that you can build up on. All right. So that career change should not be as steep as someone who hasn't accomplished anything
Yep.
before. Okay. And that honestly should take away that fear. Try to do some self talk also. Just take some time, sit back, and try to ask yourself, figure out why these thoughts are coming to your mind. Why should you even think you're not good enough to begin with? Take some time to just kind of figure out why these thoughts are coming. Could it be that you had some past experiences or someone said something to you that makes you feel like you're not good enough? Right? So try to think about that. And if that is your case, then we can change those negative thoughts. We can change those beliefs that have not served us here, because now they may be stopping us from moving forward. And we can change them through with positive affirmations. Okay, positive affirmations are positive statements that you make to yourself that empower you to,
Absolutely.
to change those negative thoughts or beliefs that you've had that may be stopping you from now. And we have loads of them on our website, premierdestiny.com. Okay, premier with an E. All right, so you can go there and get those positive affirmations to help you in this situation. Also, try to focus on things that make you feel unique, right? Things that make you feel special. This will also help you empower you. They'll also help you feel good enough, okay? And not the opposite. Try to focus on your strengths, not your shortcomings. Everyone has them, right?
Oh, yeah.
Some to some degree. We have shortcomings to some degree. So, but think on positive thoughts, okay? Look at your accomplishments and let them help you remain positive, okay? Another great tip is to try to break down this barrier, okay? This, in your case, may be self-imposed, I don't know, or it may be information that has been put into your mind by other people, by your environment, okay, by your workplace, I don't know. But start making a list of realistic goals for yourself. You may start by attending workshops, okay, in the area. You may be doing research, like Paul said earlier, research online. You may start looking at um, networking groups, people who are already in that field, in that career that you want to, that job that you want to move and switch into, and start talking to them. They may have experiences to share with you that will help reduce that fear, that will help remove that self-doubt.
Mhm.
Okay, because they may have been in the exact same situation and they will be able to share some tips with you. So feel free to network and join forums that are specific to that career or to that job or that industry, and network with others who are currently there. Their success stories will help encourage and motivate you. They may need to give you some insights on how to go about switching your career. Also, you can join professional organizations, right?
Mhm.
But don't be afraid to reach out for help, especially to a career coach. There are many career coaches out there. What they would do is they have plenty of resources to share with you, either online or in person, to help guide you in the right direction. It's always good to reach out to a coach or to a mentor. In your specific case, we'll suggest a career coach, but also a mindset coach could come in very handy, because this is self-doubt. This is some degree of an image, self-image issue, lack of confidence here. So you may want to talk to a mindset coach as well. So don't worry about what other people may think. Just focus on yourself and take charge of your future. Okay. So finally, um, making the switch to another career can be intimidating, like we said. Whatever the career you choose, it's going to be a learning process. Okay. And there's so much to gain from that. When you are able to get into that new career, think about how that's going to change you as a person. You would have accomplished the goal. So that's personal growth for yourself, professional development for yourself. Think about the impact that that new career is going to create. Okay, for those that you're going to be serving. How about possible increase in your income?
Yeah.
Okay, I understand they make a lot of money, but how about possible increase in your income and just job satisfaction? Okay. And once you're able to get into that position, it's like you've broken through what we refer to as a terror barrier. Okay. So you've been able to overcome that challenge, that fear. And now you're on the other side of the fear. You've gone through that fear barrier and you're the other side and you're having some success. Okay. So you can do this. You can do this. Whatever the career you're looking to switch into, self doubt is normal. Don't in some cases, okay? Don't let that stop you from taking that plunge into the new career. Don't let it stop you. Like Paul said, proper planning. He mentioned the 6 P's, okay?
Yeah, proper
And
prior planning.
okay, and some courage and putting in some, some sweat equity, if I may say. You may just discover how fantastic it is to switch to that new career. All right. Again, don't let it stop you. Don't let fear stand in your way of success. Go for your dreams, go for it, and make that career change. Don't be afraid to reach out. All right. Don't be afraid to reach out. Paul, did you want to say
Yeah, I wanted to
something?
just add a couple of things real quick
Mhm.
here to our viewer, our viewers, and the person who sent this question in. That you know what it say. You gotta you have to build of yourself. It's important. Like John talked about mindset and self image. You have to build yourself. You have to believe the best for you. Right? As one of our mentors said, it says, "What you think about me is none of my business." But what I think about me is all that really matters, right? So it's important to build yourself up. There's a book that we will recommend strongly that will help with the self
Oh,
image and building
yes.
yourself up. It's called Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz.
Then you can share.
I'm going to put it on the screen here if you can see it. Cybernetics by Dr. Maxwell Maltz. It talks. He wrote this book many years ago, and it's a Bible really when it comes down to self image.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so because if we think well about ourselves, folks, if we think highly of ourselves, then it gives us the impetus, it gives us the power to go out and make the most of ourselves, right? And I think that's what we're all looking to do. Looking to make the most out of ourselves, but we cannot do that. We cannot do that if we think less of ourselves,
Absolutely.
right? I mean, remember, whatever comes out, it comes from within, right? I mean, so we have to expand, be the best version of who we are internally before we can manifest it out there, right? And this is what this is all about. So
Mhm.
again, we hope you've learned something here. You've picked up a few nuggets here to help you in the course of your day, and we just thank you for joining us today. Looking forward to the next time. And to our caller, our person who emailed us, you can make this happen.
Mhm.
Okay, you just gotta get out there. And I would not just read just I mean, I would certainly read psycho-cybernetics, but I'll get in some positive thinking books, self personal growth books. Okay, books that help you grow as a person, empower you, talks about your possibilities, because that's what this is all about. I
Absolutely.
mean, and think about it. If you could have gotten a first degree being a software engineer, guess what? You can go for this new career, right? Like John
Absolutely.
said, you're already up there, so it's just going to a different level, and you can do it.
Yes, the world is full of possibilities. So go for it. Okay. Whatever it is, whatever career or job switch that you're looking to make, don't let fear, don't let self doubt, don't let whatever anyone else is going to say. Think about yourself. You can do it. Okay. So go
Absolutely,
for it. So,
absolutely.
one quick announcement before we go. We are having a social media giveaway starting April 1st, April Fool's Day. Don't forget. So, check us out on our social media platforms. Amazing prize going on the 1st. I think we're running it for a few days or
Hmm.
so.
Hmm.
So, check us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, can't remember. I think
YouTube,
YouTube. I don't know if we
YouTube
have it on YouTube, but check us out on our social media platforms and enter to win. You could be the lucky winner.
workshop
All
material.
right. We're also having a powerful workshop coming up on April 20th.
Yes.
This time we're doing it on a weekday.
Hmm.
Okay. And it's going to be for 1 hour. So plan on using that
Lunch
lunch
break.
break
Yep.
wisely. April 20th. Mark it on your calendars. You will not regret it. Okay. All right. So thank you for joining us
Thank
today.
you. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, and we hope we've shared some information that you can honestly start implementing today to make that career switch possible and a success for you. Okay. So until next time, life is good.
Make it a great day and a
Have
productive one.
fun. Thank you.
Bye now. Go
Bye
for
bye.
it. Go for it.
Okay.